Hello and welcome back to another TGG Dominion campaign. We are getting started on adventures. Finally, we get landscapes, and we're into the second half of the campaigns, and something's on fire. Okay. Or is that like a? I'm not sure. Maybe it's like a swamp, or yeah, I'm not sure. All right, so we have a vanilla Adventures in Base Kingdom, of course, because it's the first one in... Oh, I'm going to have to do the scroll thing now. But it's the first one in the campaign, as always. Doesn't have any twists. We've got Peasant. If I recall correctly, the AI does not prioritize Peasant like I feel like it ought to. Peasant being one of the absolute strongest cards in the game. Sentry for trashing. Also trade, I guess. And then the draw, we've got... Well, we got Port and Festival for plus actions, so plenty of actions. And then the draw is Storyteller and Council Room. Okay. And then... Disciple Wine Merchant is not bad for payload. Not bad. Wine Merchant, not the strongest of payload cards, sort of like a baseline, but if you have a way to play multiples of them, it gets significantly stronger, because if you need to get the Wine Merchants back, but like the more of them you can get back at once, the more value you get. Treasure Trove with Storyteller also has some merit, although with Sentry as the only trashing, it's a little awkward because you do want to trash the coppers. I mean, there is Cellar to potentially set that up, but it's still potentially a little awkward. Maybe not worth it. All right, well, we're definitely going to get a Peasant. Opening Port. Why? I cannot fathom why you would want to do that. Part of me wants to open double Peasant here. Like, Silver is not an exciting open, and basically, I always want to get as many Peasants as I can up the line and try to get to 3 Fugitives, and then maybe also a Teacher, depending on the board. But usually I have a goal of getting... I said Fugitives? 3 Disciples. 3 Disciples. However, I do want to get a Sentry, and I think that means I've got to get the Silver. All right, but I will get another Peasant here. Okay, and then a Sentry. I think we'll go ahead and get a second Sentry. Peasant missed. That's too bad, but not the end of the world. So we're only going to have one terminal in our deck in this next shuffle. We don't really need a village. We could just get a Storyteller and try to cycle faster with Peasant stuff. That's probably the play. I really want the ports, huh? All right. This is going to be another Peasant. Got more ports. I don't understand. I guess we'll keep that since we can Storyteller it. Although, it means we have to play the Fugitive first. Maybe that's fine. Ugh, Sentry, come on. All right, at least we got one, and we didn't get to the Soldier. I mean, I guess it's fine. We got to the Peasant. Do we want the Soldier on top? Probably not, actually. All right, so we are going to have a disciple now that we can use for plus actions. The peasant becomes a soldier. Our options are we take some ports, or we take 2 peasants. Or possibly peasant seller to be like, damn it, Century trash these estates. I mean, I definitely will want to get another peasant. It's just a question of whether we want it now. We're not going to have any plus buy if we don't. Huh. Could do the peasant seller thing. It's not totally ridiculous. Yeah, I think I'm going to. Oh, brutal. All right, well, I guess I'll take some ports. What an unlikely turn. Jesus. Oh, man, this is... Damn. This has gone terribly. Alright, so this is going to become another fugitive. We do have another soldier. So we still have 2 terminals in the deck. We could just take a silver, honestly. We need to get to Wine Merchant at some point here. Alright, yeah, we'll disciple the storyteller. Boy, we are just not... This is not getting it done. Okay, we'll just keep that as is. No plus buy. But we do have enough for a wine merchant if we want to get that. We're going to get another disciple here. Yeah, I think it's wine merchant. And then they have 2 fugitives, I guess. Oh, whatever. I get that other disciple. Teacher, I don't think so. What the fuck is with my my draws here? Oh my god. I have 2 sentries. Okay, let's play sentry first. I mean, I get discipling sentry is fine, but I wanna... Okay. I wonder if we should discard the port. We're going to disciple the storyteller, right? And then we don't... Seeing the port doesn't really help with that. We don't need the actions. man, look at this mess. We played Sentry 3 times, we still have 2 estates! Like, why? Why is it like this? Oh my god. We have our wine merchant down there. We have a storyteller in here and a cellar. No, there's the cellar. We play the storyteller. We probably shouldn't trigger a shuffle. We should probably just hope we draw the wine merchant. Fucking shit. We also haven't found our fugitive, though. Yeah, actually, we should trigger the shuffle. Oh, look, our other sentry. Right. We have a port down there and something else. I guess it doesn't really matter. Leave the port on top. Right, okay. Okay, so we now have 3 storytellers and 3 sentries. That's, you know, that's enough where that's concerned. I think we just get a wine merchant. And then if we want a soldier, and we do want a soldier, we should get another peasant. We don't get that wine merchant back, but we do have a replacement for it, and maybe that's fine. Yeah. Alright. Another disciple. There's still 2 disciples left, but they have 2 fugitives, so we're not getting more of those unless we get a teacher, which we're not going to do now if we ever do it. Oh, thank you. That's not bad either. That's less good. I guess getting a second soldier would make sense for us. Can work on that this turn. I have all these ports. Are they going to get a teacher for them? Wait, did they just... Oh, they must be planning to get a teacher if they got a fugitive. Okay. Alright, I would really like to disciple this wine merchant, but we do have more disciples. Maybe we just disciple Sentry. Make sure that we have draw. Alright, this time I guess what we do is we... Although, well... It would be nice to see some of that junk with Sentry. Oh. Now let's discard a port, I guess. We can't do it. It can't be done, is the thing. But we can play the peasant before the storyteller, I guess. Having this third storyteller here isn't really doing us any good either, but whatever. I would like to avoid having to play the wine merchant before storyteller. I may not have a choice, but let's see what we draw. Okay. Well, now if we disciple... I guess if we disciple the wine merchant, it's not so bad to play that into storyteller. Because we can disciple another wine merchant later. I think we're going to hold the other disciple rather than discipling the storyteller. Okay, now we can do the seller thing. Specifically, we can't... Well, we we don't... We have the ability to trash 2 estates. We can trash 1, right? So we should play port first. No, wait. Or do we have to play... I think we have to do it this way. We still have all these sentries. Oh my god. Oh, we do have a peasant. Okay, I was like, wait a minute, do we not have a peasant? But no, we do. Oh, we can't play the soldier? Oops. Should we play soldier over wine merchant? Hmm. It's obviously worth fewer coins. Getting the attack in is good. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 versus 15, 16. 14 might be good enough, actually. We need to spend 2 coins to get wine merchants back. Alright. So. We got one peasant becoming a soldier. I think we can just stop there unless we want to take a teacher. Do we want to take a teacher? It does feel like there might actually be time for that. We take one more peasant, we turn one of the soldiers into a fugitive. We do have a bunch of wine merchants in our deck now, which is going to decrease our reliability a little bit. So, although we do have 4 sentries, so like in theory we should be all right. Yeah, so let's get a peasant and then 2 5s. I am thinking maybe we want a little bit more plus actions. Maybe we take a festival. Festival storyteller works pretty nicely together. And then the question is, do we want to take a treasure trove now? Like, we've mostly trashed our junk. And like, storyteller playing treasure trove mid-turn does mean that we can potentially trash copper the same turn. We've seen that that is not easy to do necessarily, but it is a lot of stop cards to add. But I think I'm gonna do it. All right. Soldier to fugitive. Peasant to soldier. This is an annoying hand. Do we want to just go ahead and disciple a storyteller? If nothing else, it means that we can... Yeah, I wouldn't mind gaining one more storyteller anyway. Okay, that helps too. But now it means we can do like the wine merchant and the storyteller thing, so... Do we want to play this copper? I'd like to trash copper. I guess there's no reason to. We've got another storyteller here. How much to invest in this? Could throw in like a peasant and a silver, maybe. Piles are starting to get low. Maybe there isn't time for teacher after all. What a shocker. I mean, we definitely had like more draw than we really needed last turn. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go. But then again, this is our last storyteller until we turn the deck over. Oh, we probably should draw big. Which means, I mean, really big would be double wine merchant. That's probably more than we need. Wine merchant soldier. I'm going to do wine merchant silver, I think. Give myself a little bit more options where disciple-y business is concerned. All right, so once again, we can set ourselves up for an estate trash. However, I do wonder whether we should be looking a little bit more at the end game at this point. We have two wine merchants on the mat. More here. I think that's all of our wine merchants. Yeah, it should be. Okay. We have two disciples left, one of which is in those two cards. If we were to disciple two wine merchants, draw and play them, would we be able to buy 5 council rooms, a wine merchant, and a duchy? It's 30 coins. Seems ambitious. The 2 discipled wine merchants alone would give us 16 of those coins. And then the 2 more that we would draw, assuming we could play it all, which I'm not actually sure about. We do have one more port, that's 3 actions. We disciple, that's 2 actions. Then we play 2 more wine merchants. That would run us out of actions. Yeah, it would have been nice to disciple the festival instead of a storyteller, but Ian didn't really cooperate with that. All right. I'm not going to try for that. I'm just going to score this turn and we'll seller state copper. We're only guaranteed to trash it if we just seller the estate, I guess. It's annoying. But it is the situation. Okay. If we just want more actions, we can always disciple the port. I'm thinking about it. If we storyteller to play the treasure trove, we get more total payload. So we want to do that. And then so we want to disciple wine merchant once, probably. Disciple wine merchant soldier. And then our other 2 eternal actions are a wine merchant and a peasant. That leaves us 1 action short of being able to play the other wine merchant. So maybe it's just better to do disciple, port, wine merchant, and not worry about discipling the soldier. Okay, well let's do this, and then storyteller playing treasure trove. And then disciple, wine merchant, port. At least for concentries. And I guess we're just going to triple province. Do we even take the teacher? Like, we can hold on to a fugitive. It's just like, hey, it's deck control, you know? Like, that's fine. I don't think that there's time. Like, next turn we play teacher and then the game is over, right? Like, I mean, not necessarily, but like, either they take provinces and then we try to hit triple province again next turn and win, or they don't. And then we're just super far ahead regardless. But yeah, I don't think it makes sense to get a teacher. We have a fugitive in our deck, it's fine. But we will upgrade the peasant. We could also upgrade the soldier into another fugitive just to, like, be a little bit more reliable. It's not like we have duration draw or anything. Oh, wait. We don't, we need to get our wine merchants back. Yeah. Whoops. All right. Then maybe... That does change my assessment for how long the game is going to take a little bit. Like, I'm not going to take a duchy. I'm thinking about taking a festival, and then... Festival... It could be festival peasant. Opposed to be festival seller. Festival peasant, we go soldier to fugitive again. Sure, why not? Alright. Another fugitive. Another soldier. Well, once again, here we are with this, like, storytelling. Oh, okay. That does help. That helps too. I guess this should be the soldier. It still boggles my mind that they never got teacher. Okay, so all we need to do is hit 3 provinces. That should be very doable. I wonder if we actually start with, well... Just thinking about, like, are we going to want to disciple sentry or storyteller? Ideally, we disciple a bunch of wine merchants, right, for more money, but... And then, do we want to play seller first? There's probably no reason to play seller before sentry. But then we have to decide if we want to disciple the sentry. So, yeah. I think I'm just going to play the sentry. Another disciple. Excellent. Excellent. Okay. Do we discard the wine merchant or leave it? So the idea is we're going to do disciple, disciple, wine merchant, storyteller, and that's going to draw. Oh, it's a whole bunch of cards. At which point I don't think we need wine merchants on top of our deck anymore, so I think we discard it. We'll go ahead and discard the peasant in addition to the province. I don't think it matters if we sentry here or not, but I guess we might as well. Okay, okay. Do we want to be storytellering these silvers? Probably. I mean, we're not going to be able to... Actually, we want to find the treasure trove, don't we? Alright, let's just do that then. Ooh, now we can play the treasure trove. 2 coins. We have more storyteller. I don't think there's reason to play these coppers. Okay. We do have another province down here. I don't think it matters, but... well, alright. We don't have another province down here. Okay. Shows what I know, I guess. I could have sworn we didn't see both of our provinces earlier, but... Alright. We might already have it in hand. We probably do. Let's do, like, festival, a storyteller, and no treasures. We don't quite have enough actions for all of our terminals, but it doesn't super matter. We still have another storyteller down there? Oh, and another wine merchant. Okay. Fine, let's just disciple festival. And then 5 cards to draw that. Perfect. We didn't quite have enough money that we could have played our storyteller and drained all the 25 of those coins, but, you know. We still have a pretty good amount of money here. Do we want to get our wine merchants back, or do we want an estate? I think we get our wine merchants back. Yeah, I never got Sentry. What? And it got 10 ports for some reason, but then didn't get Teacher. I mean, I don't know. If you're gonna play with Disciple, right? You do not need 10 ports just for plus actions. Like, I mean, like, obviously Um, it helps. Like it's not bad to have them. It's just like when you're buying that, like in the opening, when it's not helping you hit sentry. I mean, the argument for, I guess, opening port is just that you're like, well, I want to get the peasant up the line fast, and port doesn't get in the way. But I mean, sentry does that more by actually removing bad cards from your deck. So it's worth it to take a silver to do that. But in any case, you know, obviously it's not bad to have the ports. It's just like, I don't know why you're prioritizing that. But then if you are going to have them, like, put a teacher token on them. Like, give them coins or pies or cards. I mean, like, cards would be the obvious thing, but like maybe they didn't, they probably didn't need the draw with 5 council rooms. But like, put something on them. Like, make them do work, right? Like, that's so many gains to do just to have like actions. I don't know. I mean, I guess, yeah, if you're going to not play with Storyteller, so you draw as Terminal, and you're going to not play with Sentry, so you don't have that as like this like non-terminal cantrip that you can use for actions, and you also don't have any festivals, like, I don't know. But like, yeah, I mean, the bigger thing is probably just like not going for Sentry. Like, I don't understand why you would skip Sentry. I mean, of course, the optimal open on this board is that you just have a 5/2 and then you open Sentry Peasant and you just like laugh your way to victory. But but even so, like, Sentry is not trading post. Like, it's still very much worth getting Sentry later. Like, I was like very displeased with my sentries, but they still, I mean, in the end, right? Like, I think I had two of my original coppers left, and then 2 from Treasure Trove. And I did trash all of my estates, and I had to do some work to do that. But like, even along the way, like, obviously it's like, sifting and manipulating the deck. Like, even when Sentry's not trashing, it's providing you value. It's just, it can be frustrating when the value you want is the trashing. But yeah, it's like super, super duper good and necessary. And like, also in conjunction with Disciple, like ending up with 4 sentries. You don't want to buy 4 sentries, but ending up with 4 sentries is really nice for not dudding. And like, yes, they have all those ports, but they also have all this junk that like they could easily just, like, there's no duration draw. They don't have really the ability to like set up a future turn. Like, they could easily just draw a hand that's like copper in a state, and then they didn't. But like, I wasn't drawing them cards of Council Room. They were drawing me cards of Council Room, but I wasn't drawing them cards of Council Room, and I was attacking them. Like, which, I mean, that if they have a decent hand to start with, the soldier isn't likely to do anything about that. But well, anyway, I mean, they still made a like relatively competitive game out of it. That's what always surprises me about the AI, is that, like, maybe not the only thing, but like a thing that surprises me often about the AI is it will do stuff like this where it's like not doing the thing that seems obviously good, and yet it looks viable. It doesn't look as good, but it's like, why is that as competitive? Like, I would think you would just get stomped, with skipping Sentry, and yeah, but no. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time as we get started with the twists of the campaign with level 2. Till then.